welcome back to my channel. So if you can tell by my makeup look I have going on here, I am so incredibly ready for fall time. It's not even funny. I love the fall time, the weather, the leaves changing, comfy cozy sweaters and booties, just everything about fall I love. And it lasts like 5 minutes here in Ohio, so you really got to enjoy the couple fall days that we get. But those days I just love, and they're perfect when it's like 65 and sunny and just beautiful outside and the leaves are changing. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I am not a summer type of girl. I don't really love the heat. So as soon as it starts to like cool off, it's my jam. So today, I wanted to talk to you guys about all the eyeshadow palettes in my collection that when I look at them, they just scream fall to me. All the colors and tones and shimmers and just everything about them, when I look at them, it makes me think of fall time. I got this idea off of Kelly Gooch. I know that she's not like the original creator of this video idea, but when I saw her video and I was watching it, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, that is such a cute idea. I want to do it too. So I will link her video down below in case you want to check it out. So yeah, if you're interested in hearing all about my eyeshadow palettes that just scream fall time, then let's go ahead and get started. I have 10 of them here and I'm just kind of gonna run through them really quickly so this video isn't a million hours long. The first one is probably not going to be much of a surprise to anyone because this is like the falliest fall palette I feel like ever created, but it is the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. It is the eyeshadow that I have on my eyes right now, and I just realized I have some mascara there. Didn't catch that. That's all right. Anyways, it's the look that I have on my eyes today, and I just, my bra is popping. And I just love this eyeshadow palette so much. Everything about this, like I said, screams fall to me. These tones are so beautiful. They have such a pretty undertone to them, like an orangey, just like rusty color undertone to them. And this is such a good formula. I know Urban Decay just kind of like shoves the naked palettes in our face, and there's a lot of them, and this is the only one that I own still, and I love it. I broke my no buy a couple months ago to buy it half off, and I just am so incredibly glad that I did that. The mattes are very smooth and buttery, and they don't really get patchy, and the shimmers are stunning on the eyes, and I really love this palette. Next up, we have the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I just love this palette. It is a warm tone lover's dream. Just these berry golden yellowy shades are just beautiful for this time of year. You can pair this with a nude lip or a bold lip or anything like that, and these like just berry tones and all that are just perfect and stunning for fall time. Next, we have the Dose of Color Sassy Siennas palette. I got this in BoxyCharm and I got it a while ago, so it's the old packaging, but again, it is just such a beautiful warm toned palette, especially these 3 shades. I love using them. I actually really like to pair this with my Stila Shimmer and Glows. I have the shade Jezebel I like to pair it with, and I think Grace are the 2 that I like to use these for the mattes, and then just put like the Stila Shimmer on the inner half of my eyelid, and every time I use these they blend out beautifully. They're very powdery in the pan, but as long as you tap off the excess, there's not really going to be fallout on your face, and these they're so buttery and they blend so nicely together, and I just love these all year round, but especially in the fall time. Then we have the Juvia's Place, the Nomad palette. Oh my gosh, if this does not scream fall time to you, I don't know what does. It's just like, when I look at this, I just think of leaves changing, of yellow and orange, green leaves. These tones are just absolutely stunning on the eyes. This is actually kind of a newer palette to me. I got it a couple months back and I didn't use it very much because it wasn't the right time of year. But now that we're coming into the fall season, I will definitely be getting a ton more use out of this palette. I love these types of shades. This is like right up my alley. Then we're back to Natasha Denona and we have the Mini Gold palette. I just think that these army green shades are just stunning for this time of year. I love green eyeshadow pretty much any time of the year, but again, especially in the fall time, I just love like these 2 together. Ooh, and this gold is just stunning. I only make like a few looks with this palette when I use it, but what I do with these colors, I love it. Just something about these tones on the eyes in the fall time, it just makes you feel so fall-y, and I just love it. Count how many times I say fall in this video because it's gonna be a lot. Then we have the ABH Soft Glam palette. So in Kelly's video, she mentioned the Modern Renaissance palette, and I was going to talk about that one too, in addition to this, but then I was looking at them, and while I think Modern Renaissance is very fall time, and you definitely, like, that is a good palette for the fall time, between looking at Soft Glam and fall and Modern Renaissance together, now I'm just saying fall when I don't need to, I definitely think this one is just more fall tones in my opinion. I just love, how do I hold this? I just love these just warm, rich brown shades, and then we have all sorts of shimmers that are just beautiful. You have this pop of like a burgundy shade, which is obviously very fall time. These tones are just beautiful, and ABH has such a really great formula. They're powdery, but they're pigmented, they blend well, and every time I use this, I haven't used it a ton of times, but every time I have, I've really enjoyed the look that I made, and I am excited to pull this out and use it a lot this upcoming months. Next, we have the Ilia, the Necessary eyeshadow palette, and this is in warm nude. They have one other that's more cool toned, but these are definitely just warm, beautiful shades. I don't reach for this one as much as the other ones that I am talking about, and that's mainly because these shimmers are not as like poppy and punchy as I would like them to be. I mainly just use this for work because I don't need the shimmers to be crazy poppy punchy for work. But the mattes blend out pretty nicely. They're not the most pigmented things out there. This definitely isn't my favorite palette, but I just wanted to mention it because it is still really pretty fall tones. Like these two colors, ooh, like these three, this row right here, and then just all of them are just really pretty. Again, I don't know if I necessarily recommend this, but I wanted to mention it because it is fall themed. Next up, we have a new palette to me that I actually haven't had a chance to try out yet, but I am so excited to try it. And it is the Pixie by Petra IFX, and this is in Hazelnut Haze. This was gifted to me by Pixie, but these tones are just beautiful, and they really do scream fall time to me. Pixie has really great eyeshadow formula. Their mattes are really nice and blend together nicely, and their shimmers are beautiful. So I just think that these are just such fall time tones, and I am so excited to try this out. I cannot wait. I've heard really good things on my Instagram page about this, and I'm excited to try it. Next up, I was a little on the fence including this one just because it released in the summertime, and it's really not one that I think if you look at it immediately you think fall time, but I was just staring at it more and more, and I just thought, no, like it really does have a lot of really pretty fall tones to it, and it is the She's Got Solstice palette by ColourPop. Just hear me out. When you look at this, it is a little light and it does look a little springy, but I think that that is because this one light pink shade. All these other tones really do scream fall to me, especially this green, this gold, these two like pinky burgundy-ish kind of colors. They are just stunning, and I think that if you pair them together correctly, they really can make a beautiful, just warm tone fall inspired eye look. And then the last palette I have to talk about is a little controversial, and I don't know if I should talk about it, but I'm going to anyways because again, it's very fall toned, very fall themed, and it is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill The Vault collection, and this is the Armed and Gorgeous palette. So I actually won this in a giveaway a while ago, like when I very first started my Instagram page, which was over 2 years ago. So I probably won this about 2 years ago. I have not really played with it too much, but I will say the couple of times I did play with it, I did enjoy my looks and I did enjoy using the palette. I know that this is old news, but there was a lot of controversy with this launch and palettes not being as good as other palettes. I don't know. I don't want to like rehash old drama, but if you're just looking at the shades and the tones and thinking about fall time, this definitely is a very beautiful fall timed, warm toned eyeshadow palette. And that was it, you guys. That was all my eyeshadow palettes that when I look at them, they just kind of scream fall to me. I am so sorry in advance for how many times that I said fall. I probably should have switched it up a little bit and said autumn a couple times, but I didn't until just now. So I'm sorry if that annoyed you. I feel like I kind of annoyed myself filming this, but yeah, hopefully if you are just not really in the fall, hopefully if you're just not really in the autumn mindset yet, this is like getting you there and it's getting you excited for this time of year, because this time of year is just so much fun with pumpkin patches and scary haunted things, which I don't really like scary things, but I still like it during this time of year, you know what I mean? And just Halloween and dressing up and being with friends and bonfires and s'mores and if you can't tell, love this time of year. I forgot to mention in the beginning of this video that I did film myself making this makeup look. So if you are interested in it and you like it, if it is out before this video, I will link it up in the eye, and if not, it is coming soon, so just hang tight. I don't really know which one's going up before the other. I hope that this video was fun for you to watch. I hope it was entertaining and it inspires you to get out some of your autumn toned eyeshadow palettes. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.